chances of winning the division have actually improved over this stretch.
Yeah, for sure. Fortunate is the word to use. Lucky, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we still control our own destiny. It's the only thing we can ask for. Being in this position, it's about coming to work each and every day, focusing on that day, on the task at hand, and look up here in a month and be where we want to be.
Zeke talked about you guys being angry and things were chippy yesterday in practice. Can you talk about that mindset and how would that make a difference for you guys?
Yeah, just the mentality, the aggression, playing with a chip on your shoulder. All this does, being in this position, is add the doubters, and that should allow the chip on the shoulder to grow. Get the people off the bandwagon and just know it's about us, the people in this locker room that have to go out there and execute, and it just allows this locker room to get tighter.
One thing that's happened.
No, not at all. I know my expectations for myself and for this team probably higher than anybody outside of this locker room. So can't say it's weighed on us. Obviously, it hasn't gone the way we wanted it to, but as I just said, we're still in a position that things are still in front of us. So it's about focusing on now, not looking too far ahead or trying to get there right now, but taking care of this day and doing it the best we can.
You've always prided yourself on ball security. As this offense opens up a little bit and you've had a few more turnovers and this group overall has had more, is that something you accept within an acceptable range of it, or is that why some of these turnovers are happening?
No, not at all. Some of them have been misfortunate, but that's part of the game. Credit the guys on the other side of the field that are making the plays and are getting it done, but we'll never accept turnovers, especially from myself or from anybody on this offense. Sure, just because we're opening up more, we're taking more chances, that just should mean more throwaways or things like that, not necessarily more turnovers. So, no, just got to clean that up.
Like on the second fumble, though, is that you're holding the ball, trying to get the ball deeper down the field, and that's why maybe that happened. I think that's what against Buffalo.
No, I've got to be better. I was too deep in the pocket. Simple as that. I was too deep in the pocket. I made it tough on my guard right there. I've got to get up in there, and he's got to do a better job of just fighting it off. Something that we both know, something we both realize. We're both accountable for it. I hurt the team, and we'll move on and be better because of it.
Zach, at this point during the season, with where you guys are and after these two losses, do you sense more guys looking at you now and looking at you to be a leader?
I hope they are. I'm not sure if they are, if that's their mindset or not, but I hope they are. I'm just because of the way that I'm going to go about this. I've faced adversity a lot in my life, on and off the field, and at this moment I'm just doubling down on myself and my teammates. I've got confidence in what I can do and what these guys around me can do, and I hope they're looking my way.
Do you draw on that experience?
Where you'll have some elements to deal with. Will your approach be any different heading into the Chicago game as opposed to last week?
If it's wet weather, we'll deal with it. We've got the plan now, and I've worked with the glove and practiced with it, so ready to go.
What makes Khalil Mack an elite player?
What doesn't? You turn on the tape and he does everything. Big physical guy, but can run. I've got every move in the pass rushing book, special player, and then ball production. When he gets back to the quarterback, he's not thinking about sack. He's thinking about how to get the ball out, and that helps his team.
Like you talked about wanting the guys to look at you right now as a leader. Did you talk to them either after the game, or I know you're always leading by example, but did you give them a direct message this week, and if so, what is it?
I guess I did in the walkthrough, I guess. But when it's times like this, it's more to lead by example. Talk's cheap, right? We've talked a lot, and we've talked a bunch and gotten ourselves right to where we are. So in a moment like this, I say hell with the talking, and I'm going to do more. I'm going to work harder, and if you're a young guy looking for somebody to figure it out and how to do it, look at me and some of these other guys, because that's exactly what we're doing, is putting our head down, focusing, and doubling down on ourselves.
Do you think fiery speeches can help sometimes?
They have their times, but if you need to be fired up at 6-6, it's in the locker room for you.
What leads you to believe that Coach Garrett's message is still getting through to this locker room?
Because I talked to each and every one of these individuals, and the head coach's message is the way that we're approaching each and every day. And just as I said, it's about taking it one game at a time and being accountable. We have the men in this locker room that are going to do that.
Being a devil's advocate, we've heard the execution and we need to do this better, several times this year. Why?
I just said.
Why now would it be different?
I just said talk was cheap.
Okay.
So I've got to do this, so I'm going to talk and give you what you want. But
okay.
I'm just being your devil's advocate.
Okay.
And talk's cheap. I just said that. So I can sit here and tell you as much as I want to you guys, but it's about us going out there, executing at practice, and doing it on Sunday or Thursday.
Is wearing the glove about precipitation, or even cold could make you wear the glove?
No, definitely about precipitation. Not something I'll do just with it being cold. My hands are fine. I'll keep my hands warm, keep the blood in them. Got the hand warmers and all that. Got it with the jersey. Won't have problems with that, but the glove is, yeah, when it gets wet, it's a lot of benefit.
Any thought on, do you hate the glove and you really hope you don't have to wear it, or are you okay with it?
I mean, if it's wet, it's amazing, to be honest. But if it's not wet, then, yeah, I don't need it. It doesn't serve any purpose. So if it's wet, of course, I'm going to it.
You
So
mentioned you
you're
don't feel
more
the need to
receptive
talk.
to it going forward. You're more receptive to it going forward than you have been in the past if you
Well, yeah, I
encounter
mean,
wet conditions.
you see him, Joe? They don't give up, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's got to be wet. The glove doesn't do any benefit for me if it's not wet. If it's cold, the glove's actually leather. I think it makes my hand colder. So, but when it's wet, it does exactly its job.
You mentioned that you'll lead by example. You mentioned that you'll lead by example, but there are times with young guys where it is good to say something. Bentel Bryant's a young guy who made a big play in the game on Thursday. What do you say after him, and what worked on that play?
Yeah, I mean, I told him congratulations. He did a good job of being physical, getting up on the guy's toes and giving me a place to throw the ball, creating a seam right there in the end zone. And you've got to make big-time catches right there in the end zone. They're always going to be contested, and he's a guy that's just trying to take advantage of his opportunity and made a big play for us.
Did you find it?
on that Egg Bowl ending with the penalty?
Hell State, we won. Put it off. That's bad on that other team. So Hell State.
Did you watch the Philly game? Did you find yourself rooting for Miami?
I didn't. I was locked in at practice. Wasn't into that at all.
Obviously, not just here remotely as 4 years ago in Chicago on Thursday. It's an exciting end. Does that help you guys at all? In any shape or form? I don't know how you answer a question after that. But
Hey, whatever floats their boat. No, yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, sure it helps. As you said, though, it's not going to be near as cold, probably not as windy. Practicing out here as it will be up there, but gives you a little bit of an idea. 2 great practices throwing the ball, so it's fun.
At the practice has been, like he said yesterday, it was chippy, and that's good. Have you noticed an energy in practice this week that maybe hadn't been there, or has everything kind of been the same?
I mean, there's definitely an energy. There's the energy that it should be when you're at this point in your season. We're just going to build off of that, use that to be our motivator and move forward.
Yeah, you played against Eddie Jackson at Mississippi State, right?
Yes. He was at Bama?
Yeah, he makes some really good safety at the level.
Yeah, he's a ball guy. Production. When he's back there, you've got to be careful of putting too much air on the ball. He's just always around. You see getting tip pegs, fumble recoveries, things like that. That's a guy that finds the ball and finds the ball every play, and that's what he does. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, guys.